Today on Play to Win, it's rivalry week, and some of these games have more than just in-state pride on the line. We'll have all that and more on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads. This is It Barbecue and Atlanta Peach Movers. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq Al-Amin, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Happy game day, Atlanta. Thank you for tuning in to another week of Play to Win. It's rivalry week, and it's hard enough just to say it, and I was just so excited that I got it out that I just had to say it again. Thanks for coming back, guys. Chris Marler, Bob Whitfield, Terrence Mathis, Chuck Smith.
What's up, Chris? Welcome
back.
How
are you, man? We got a big day today.
Yeah, we do.
So we're going to play nice, I think.
I'll say it again.
I'm ready.
Rivalry week. Let's take a look at some of these matchups around the SEC and ACC. Any upset alerts standing out to you on there?
Well, that Kentucky-Louisville game could be good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, in the same way that it's not going to be good. It's not going to be. I'll say that.
Yeah, just tell them how you really
They'll be
think.
6-5, 2-6-5. They're evenly matched. I'll say that. The other three, not so much.
Well, what about Florida State now? They have nothing to play for. Think about it
true.
now
I was
against
about to say
Florida.
that. Yes.
Florida State can just, pin their ears back and go after it. To me, that's something you got to watch out for.
And I don't think the Gators haven't beat the Seminoles in the swamp since 2009. So.
Well, if you had to answer this question, because spoiler alert, you do, we're on TV, what would it take for Tech to upset Georgia?
Ball control. No, seriously, ball control. They got to keep the ball. They got to don't turn it over. To me, they got to take time because this is a matchup nightmare, in my opinion, for Georgia Tech's offense. Yep. Georgia's defense is one of the best defenses we've seen in a long time. So Georgia Tech, you got to keep the ball because you can't keep turning it over and giving Georgia's offense some life because this is the get-right week for Georgia. Remember, Georgia, a lot of what they're going to be doing, I think they're going to throw a lot because they're preparing for the SEC championship to get ready for LSU.
Tech's going to have to get several turnovers, too, if they want a chance to win that game.
And just a quick pick over in the Sun Belt Conference, Georgia State, Georgia Southern. That's what we call modern day hate. It's a newer rivalry.
I say Georgia State is doing that thing. With that new stadium down there over the old Turner Field, people know on that side of town, Georgia State had made it look like something with some big wins, and look for Georgia State to keep the tradition alive.
I got to go with the old guard, Georgia Southern. They've been doing it for so long, and their household name. I got to go with Georgia Southern.
I'm sorry, I've been keeping up. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm down with Georgia State. I'm down with Georgia State. I got love for you, but I ain't act like I've been paying that much attention.
Chris?
Yeah, there's no comment on that one. We go back to that whole Kentucky-Louisville thing. No, I mean, I will say Georgia State has had a much better year. They beat Tennessee. We talked about it. That's not, not trying to be
Doesn't
rude.
matter now.
I think they've had a lot better season. Yeah.
That's kind of like a shot, though.
No, it's not a shot.
It is a shot.
That's all I can think of.
I'm just going to go with Southern because I've had some memories down there in Statesboro, and I'm a big fan of the town. So I'll just roll with Southern on this one, guys. Still to come, will Mac Jones be able to lead his team to an Iron Bowl victory? And what is wrong with the UGA passing attack? But next, our experts give their take on the NFL as we enter the final month. Stay tuned on Football's Play to Win.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's pound 946.
This Black Friday, the gift you really want is at Nissan's Black Friday event. Save big on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue with available Safety Shield 360 or Altima with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Hurry in now. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models, or save up to $10,320 on select models.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Oh, we were just happy to get some time away.
You're the first couple to try our new bed and breakfast bundle. It's bed and breakfast in the same room. You wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon, made by a private chef, right there.
So we're sleeping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm sure you'll write it better than that for the review.
Stuck in a bad bundle? Get a great one. Bundle AT&T Fiber and DirecTV and get a $100 reward card. Limited availability may not be in your area. Call 1-877, only ATT.
The new sporty GLC.
Come on, we're so late. Hey.
It fights traffic.
There's no parking.
I told you. Oh, a spot.
We'll never fit.
It fights tension.
Seriously? Did you take my phone?
Passenger light on. It even fights fighting. Innovation that keeps people together. The 2020 GLC. Lease the GLC 300 SUV for just $449 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Welcome back to the show. I think we just start by looking ahead. Maybe let's dive into some of these mechanics with these Atlanta Falcons. What went wrong and what needs to happen as we stop it with the side eye? I know. My heart's broken too.
The emotional healing began, I guess.
It's tough to be an Atlanta sports fan.
Not great.
Offensively, they look like a high school football team. Ooh. I mean, honestly, there was no creativity in the passing game. Matt, I love you, but Julio is not the only receiver on the football field. You had the ball in the red zone 3 times. The third time you had it was 3rd and 3, and you run the ball to the short side of the field and then go for it on 4th down. We jump offside, you punt. Okay. I'm angry.
It's like we fix things,
and then we
fix
backwards.
One thing and then we break another thing.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest disappointments has been the offensive line. You know, everybody expected this offensive line to be better. You got 2 first-round picks, McGarry and Lindstrom. Lindstrom doesn't really play, but I just think Matt Ryan, he's getting sacked way too much. So I think the development of the offensive line is one of the misses that the Falcons have had this year.
And a high expectation from people like us, commentators and fans, that really just thought the team was going to be elevated, that we're going to see that Super Bowl level of play out of the Falcons, and we haven't seen it. And you can see it with the temperament of the attendees at the games, that they kind of threw with the Falcons and the meandering around being a mediocre to horrible team. We just want the old Falcons back.
Oh, are you guys asking for yourselves?
You was right. Expectations were high this year. Yeah. You know, one of us on the set picked them to go to the Super Bowl.
I did.
But you know what? They had the talent. But you're not the only one. There was a lot of people across the country that picked them to go to the Super Bowl. They had all the talent. They had the coaching staff in place, and it was just a disappointment.
And make no mistake, that's still my team, and I still stand behind them no matter what. But what needs to happen looking forward?
Yeah, it is still our team, and like the city is still proud, I would say. But at the same time, I knew we were going to mess around and mess with that draft pick. I knew we were going to mess around. We're going to mess around and get a 13th overall draft pick. That's not what we want. That's not what we want.
They're still going to be in the top 5.
You think so?
At least in the top 6.
Tank for Tua.
Yeah. What would you like to see happen in the offseason? What would you say is our most crucial move we need to make?
What, Bob for GM? Yeah. Other than that?
Bob for GM.
No, I'm still loving Dan Quinn as the head coach. He's going to make the right changes, bringing the right defensive coordinators, right old coordinators, and Dan Quinn get to stay.
All right, guys, that's what our experts have to say. Now it's time for you all to be the expert and play our Ippolito's You Be the Expert contest. This season, be sure to visit our website, playingtowin.tv, and take a shot to be #1 against all the competition by picking this week's college and NFL winners against the spread. We'll be giving away Ippolito's $100 and $50 gift certificates to each week's first and second place winners. So make sure you come back every week and prove your football IQ by being the best at predicting this week's college and NFL games. Ippolito's, a great neighborhood Italian restaurant. And when we come back, our guys break down the Iron Bowl and the game between Ohio State and Michigan. Can the home teams pull off the upsets? Find out next on Football's Play to Win.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it. I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 14% below MSRP on all 2019 Tahoe models. That's over $10,500 below MSRP on this Tahoe.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Take one. Pat, what's more exciting than cooking a great holiday meal?
Eating it. Mr. Anthony, when can I dig into all this delicious food?
Pat, enjoy yourself. We can't dig into this yet. This food is for the commercial. We gotta talk about the holiday packages.
Kelly, son.
Go to the house. Go to the house.
This is it. Order your holiday meal right now at thisisitbbq.com.
Is that sweet potato pie?
This Black Friday, the gift you really want is at Nissan's Black Friday event. Save big on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue with available Safety Shield 360 or Altima with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Hurry in now. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models or save up to $10,320 on select models.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers.
Welcome back, and we've got a really big question for Bob Whitfield. Do you think that A&M can upset LSU?
No. I don't even want to sugarcoat this one. No, folks. LSU, unless Burroughs decides to forget where the game is and just show up somewhere else. No, LSU's dominant, and Texas A&M, they had their chance last week against Georgia. I think their fireworks have gone. All the machines, is broke down. No, LSU dominant.
What a visual.
Machine.
Our Bob knows how to paint a picture. What about over in Bama for the Iron Bowl? What are some of the keys there? I know you're excited, Chris.
I tell you what, I am excited. I'm excited for several reasons. You look at this game, I said a couple weeks ago, I thought Auburn had a good chance to beat Alabama. This is a very, very dangerous setup for Alabama. Going in with a backup quarterback, especially with this is the worst rush defense that Bama's had in the last 10 years under Saban, the very worst. That being said, Bama's not losing. Bama's getting back in the playoff. It starts tomorrow. They're going to beat Auburn. They're going to beat them by 10 more points. It'll be the third common opponent with Georgia, and they're going to beat all three of them better than Georgia has.
See, I don't like the quarterback. Now, I'm going to just tell you like this. I understand what you're saying, but this quarterback right now for Alabama, he is average. But when you got a great set of wide receivers, it makes you look good. But to me, this Auburn defense is physical, and this is going to come down if I believe that if Alabama can get the ball off, because Auburn, what I'm doing, if I'm Auburn, I'm sending pressure and I'm taking my chances on the edge. Because if Auburn sits back and lets Alabama, if Auburn sits back in the zone, they're going to get tore up. But I'm pressing, I'm sending the kitchen sink at Alabama and taking my chances.
Sending the kitchen sink. Well, let's hear how Jeffrey picks the game.
Alabama plays Auburn. That means the state of Alabama was shut down this afternoon. Auburn's a 4-point underdog at home. They've lost 3 games, but they were in them all. I think they're going to give Bama a game. I like Auburn with the 4 points.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
Ohio State, Michigan. Do we think Michigan can put up the points? I mean, they've been playing lights out. Ohio State with some sloppy mistakes as of late, but I mean, still pretty good.
I do not. I do not. I think Ohio State. I think it'll be fun because it's a game that's in Michigan. They get the home field advantage, all that kind of stuff. But you want to talk about rivalries? We just talked about a real rivalry. We talked about Alabama, Auburn, the Iron Bowl. This is a rivalry game. Michigan's lost 13 of 14 in a row to Ohio State. That's not even a rivalry anymore. It's not a rivalry.
Well, it's time for Jim Harbaugh to get right. And if I know Jim, he's looking for this matchup against. Jim? Yeah, I know Jim. He's looking for this matchup to get right. But this is what they said about Harbaugh. He has had no signature win since he's had the job at Michigan. So this will be a signature win for him. And if he can pull this off, it'll be big time for a change up in the bowls.
Chase Young. Chase Young, Chase Young, Chase Young.
And that's all he's saying.
J.K. Dobbins, I like that. I like the running game. I like Fields to get right. This team can run the ball, but so to me, Michigan struggles. They've lost a lot of guys when it comes to the defensive line from last year to NFL players. I like Ohio State in this game.
Ohio State allowing just 217 yards per game. That's the fewest in the nation. No one's done that since the 2011 Alabama team, the year they won the Natty. Let's hear how Jeffrey picks it.
Harbaugh's been breathing fire. This is a game he's looking to. I think Ohio State could be walking into a trap. Michigan is much improved from the team that got clobbered by Wisconsin. I like Michigan at home with the 8.5 points.
After the break, it's time to talk dogs and jackets and how does Georgia find more balance on the offense? Our experts will weigh in next on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. Xfinity. And Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
This Black Friday, the gift you really want is at Nissan's Black Friday event. Save big on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue with available Safety Shield 360 or Altima with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Hurry in now. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models or save up to $10,320 on select models.
Got you a custom jersey. Thanks, man. Wait, it reads colon instead of colon.
Ooh.
You missed the accent.
I know how you feel. I was missing my favorite games, but then I switched to DirecTV, and they also gave me this season of NBA League Pass. Now I can watch the NBA whenever and wherever I want. Hey, maybe next time about your half-brother. Semicolon.
TV without NBA League Pass is just kinda TV. Switch and DirecTV will give you this season of NBA League Pass. Don't just kinda TV, DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Longhorns Turf and Surf. How do you take the greatest, juiciest steak on land to the next level? Add lobster. Or as we like to call it, the steak of the sea. Hurry in tonight for Longhorns Turf and Surf. The original Flo's filet and lobster tail. And for a limited time, our sirloin and lobster shrimp mac and cheese. And our crab cake filet. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Welcome back. It's time for our dog report presented by Beaver Toyota. Guys, we're just going to talk about UGA and Georgia Tech like it's the clean old-fashioned hate that people like to say that it is. You were just at a Tech game, right?
I was, yeah. Bobby Dodd Stadium, one of my favorite places in the world. Listen, take the whole family out. I found tickets, 35-yard line, 9 rows up, $9.60, guys. So just, if you're listening to this now, take the family on down to the ballpark today.
Take them on down to the park. So do we think that UGA's passing game is a quarterback or a wide receiver problem?
It's a system problem. You know, but here's a chance for you to just work on that. My thing is this, you know, it's the whole offensive system. You have probably one of the best running backs in the conference, and he only touched the ball 15 times last game. He should be touching the ball at least 25, 30 times a game. 25 rushing, 5 receptions whatsoever. But I think they just don't have a great combination in pass routes, and it's just so generic right now.
I don't think Fromm trusts the receivers. When you watch Georgia's receivers, they line up wide, they're young, and they can't get off the press. Cornerbacks are coming up, they're mauling them at the line of scrimmage, so it breaks up the timing. But I think that's what affects Fromm. He doesn't trust them, and it's hard to work with them. They're young, and they have some deficiencies.
You think that Georgia has the best defense in the country? I mean, just by the numbers up here.
Hands down.
Looking at those numbers, definitely what they have is an aggressive bunch of guys up front that get after the quarterback, get after the running back, and really keep the excitement going for Georgia. Since the offense have been so lackluster, the defense have really held their own to bring back that umph for that Bulldog team.
And just for fun, let's hear how Jeffrey sees the game.
28 points is a lot of points. But if you must, I have to give them 28 with Georgia, even though they don't really score many points, but today they will. And I don't think Tech will score anything, although they are improving. Give them 28 with the Bulldogs.
Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Moe's. This is my favorite part of the show. We've got Shahed Panjwani here. Now, you are a franchisee, and you own several Moe's restaurants, right?
Right here in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta.
Right
Yes,
here
I
in
do.
Atlanta, and that's where it started, right?
That's
Moe's started in
exactly.
Atlanta.
Moe's started here about 20 years ago, and then the first store is not too far away from here, out in Buckhead.
Is that the one on Roswell Road?
That's the one on Roswell Road. That's the first store.
We've been hearing rumors about this forever as an Atlanta native, that was the first Moe's, and you are confirming it.
I have confirmed that rumor for you. It
Well-
is the actual first one.
Now I'm great for trivia, so if anybody wants to add me to their team, tell me a little bit about what you brought today.
So we brought our buffalo chicken burritos for you guys. It's a limited time offering. We have it till the end of the year, and you can pick it up at any one of any Moe's restaurant. There you go. Pick it up anytime you want at any Moe's restaurant. Over 700 restaurants throughout the U.S.
So this is a limited time only offer. What's in the buffalo chicken burrito? I mean,
So-
it looks great.
It does. We have chicken in there,
Before Bob eats it all.
as the name says, chicken in there, cilantro lime rice, we have pinto beans, pico de gallo, and it comes with our buffalo sauce, which is a mix of ranch and some heat.
Some ranch and some heat. And you know what? After all that Thanksgiving cooking, it's time to treat yourself. Where does everybody need to go?
You just need to go to Moe's.com and you'll find the nearest location to you.
I love it. And hopefully you get that welcome to Moe's when you go to the website.
Welcome to Moe's every time.
It's half of the fun, guys. Stay with us. When we come back, it's almost time for our lightning round. We'll get all of Jeffrey's picks coming up on Play to Win.
It only happens once a year. It's always fun. It's Toyotathon at Beaver. Watch this. This is a limited time event, so put us on your list early. You simply cannot afford to miss this sale. You can shop 15 Toyota models with 0% financing or with lifetime warranty. You'll save thousands. It's the best time of year to buy a new Toyota. Why? Inventory levels drive up factory incentives, resulting in the lowest prices of the year. Simply put, I cut prices to the bone. Beaver, Toyota, and Cumming. We're here to wow you.
Oh my God. Try the new buffalo chicken burrito at Moe's today.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it. I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 15% below MSRP on most 2019 Colorado pickups. That's over $6,500 below MSRP on this Colorado.
Oh my God. Try the new buffalo chicken burrito at Moe's today.
Welcome back. It's time for our NFL report, where we're just going to talk a little bit about the evolution of Lamar Jackson. I mean, if you look back at the 2018 draft, some would say it was a lack of vision that caused him to fall to the final pick in that first round, not knowing exactly where he fit in. And I just want to know where he stands now. What has Lamar changed about the NFL? Has he broken a ceiling, broken
He
a
has.
mold?
The NFL has just been one of tradition, and this is how we do things, and this is our brand. But Lamar came along. First of all, he's playing with a chip on his shoulder because of the way he was drafted and what was told to him. But at the end of the day, this guy has made his teammates play for him and be excitable, and it makes the game look fun, and that's what we want to see.
And he was compared early on to Michael Vick, and what you saw with Michael Vick. But with his expertise, he has done a lot with the scheme that they gave him. Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator, has done a lot, giving him a scheme that he can work with, that he can run option, can run quarterback runs, and still throw the ball effectively downfield.
And he's all that you guys are talking about from the football field is there. But what he also is, he is a great marketing tool for the NFL, because guess what Lamar fits? He is urban culture today. He is hip hop. He is the guys that are on social media. So everybody looks at him and they see him now, on Madden? So now Madden is coming to real life. So the new generation of NFL fans are getting Lamar and they're loving it.
And as a former player, would you say this is something that you're happy about?
I love
There's
it.
no.
He tried to use them on Madden. He was using the wrong buttons for him.
Like I said, the NFL will never be the same after meeting Lamar Jackson. Guys, when we come back, we'll have Jeffrey's picks in the lightning round. Stay with us on Play to Win.
Own the tailgate with the new Georgia Bulldogs Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every dog's tailgate with chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. Dogs dig the new Georgia Bulldogs Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all.
This Black Friday, the gift you really want is at Nissan's Black Friday event. Save big on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue with available Safety Shield 360 or Altima with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Hurry in now. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models or save up to $10,320 on select models.
We live with AT&T, and we are well past the honeymoon phase.
Occupado, Tom.
AT&T, what's this I hear about you advertising a 100% fiber network?
Only like a fraction of my customers can get that.
That's it?
You have such a glass half empty attitude.
The glass is more than half empty.
You need to relax, Tom.
Oh.
Tom, you need a little Tom time. You know, a little TT.
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity delivers gig speeds to more homes than anyone.
Oh my God. Try the new Buffalo Chicken Burrito at Moe's today.
Today's lightning round is being brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Come in today.
Welcome back. It's time for our Moe's lightning round. It was great having them on the set with us today. And now back on the set, it's Jeffrey the Edge Schechter. Jeffrey, you got 8 out of 9 last week, right?
Thank you. Kudos, my brother. And the Falcons were my only loser.
Sorry, hate to hear that for all of us. More reasons than one. Now, give us some more magic. Take us through these picks this week.
Wisconsin plays at Minnesota. Minnesota's a 2.5-point underdog. The winner of this game goes to the Big Ten championship game. I like Minnesota at home with the 2.5. Texas A&M, they could have beat Georgia last week. There's a pass interference that wasn't called in the fourth quarter that would have kept the drive alive, and I think they're going to hang around with LSU. They can be very dangerous for LSU. Take the 17 with A&M, and Wake Forest is going to score a lot of points. Syracuse is a disaster. Give the 4.5 points with the Demon Deacons. Possibly, with the exception of New England, 2 best teams in the NFL. San Francisco and Baltimore, they're playing this week. That's a great game. I like Frisco with the 4 points. New England at Houston. Houston needs a signature win. And I think it's going to be this week, and they're going to cover the 3. I think they're going to beat New England. New England looks a little shaky. And I like Minnesota +3 at Seattle. Again, 2 excellent teams, but I like the Vikings with the points.
There he said it, guys. Thanks for sticking with us on another week of Football's Play to Win. We'll see you all next Saturday, 9 a.m. on Fox 5.
Today's show has been brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you. Montlick and Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. And Xfinity.